everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, this is Let Us Talk with Christiana D. And on this channel, I get to talk about faith, lifestyle, relationship, family, anything at all. On today's episode of Let Us Talk, I'll be sharing with us the challenges that every core member face whenever they are being deployed to, where they want to serve their country. And I'm not just going to be talking about the challenge, but also, giving some profound solutions that could help core members in this situation. All right. So the first thing that it's a big challenge. That is a big challenge to 90% of core members, if not 100% of core members, is PPA, primary place of assignment. So most times, because the scheme of NYSC is such that every core member is being dispatched to every part of the state, every local government, you understand? So, and obviously there are some local government that are not as exposed as the other. So you get to see a lot of core members being posted to places that are so remoted. I remember when my cousin was posted to Rivers, and she said the PPA gave her an accommodation, and that's where goats and all kind of wild animals come into the room anytime they want. She really gave a description about the place, and it's really not a good place for someone to be. So a lot of coppers have issues with where they are being posted to, while some are being posted to the city, some are being posted to the village. And being posted to the village is not really the issue, but the fact that some of these people get to suffer water, electricity, you understand, and even people around. And it's really so sad. And speaking of solution to that particular challenge, I really would just say this: every core member has the right to fight for their rights in this regard. So if you were being posted to a place that you really do not like, or maybe because it's a threat to you or something, you can just source for a PPA around and get a letter of request from that PPA, that so that you can now take it to your local government, so they can post you to that place, and then you get a rejection letter from the PPA you were initially posted to. So you can actually be rejected. Once you are rejected, obviously you have to another PPA will be given to you. So if you do not also want to depend on NYSC to search for another PPA for you, you can as well go out into wherever you are being posted to and search for a PPA for yourself and speak with them, get the request letter, and then take it to your local government, and then you move from there. All right. So another issue that almost every core member face is the issue of accommodation. Accommodation is a big challenge, trust me. It's not easy to go to a strange land, a land where you don't know anybody, and then you are looking for a house. It's really hard to know how to go about that. And many houses, or let me speak for myself, serving in Edo State, trust me, there are good houses, yes, but before you can get those good houses, you really have to search a lot and do a lot of things. So solution to that is, first off, ensure that whatever accommodation you are sorting for goes through a proper agent. Let agent do the work. You can always get agents online. You can always get agents by speaking to people in the community about it. But never try to look for apartment by yourself, like just speaking to a random person. No, let an agent do that for you. Speak to them about your specification, what exactly you want, and then let them source for it for you. Let them know your PPA, so that they can look for a house that is not too far from there. All of those things. And also another solution is NCCF. Trust me, NCCF is National Christian Corpus Fellowship, where all corpus come together and we do wondrous things for God. Now, NCCF has a family house in every state, the 36 states of, NCCF has family houses in all these states. And apart from that, NCCF also has annexes. That's like family house in zones, in zones too, because we have the states, we have the zones. Now the zones, which NCCF calls it zones, but based on the normal structure, it is local government. So for every local government, there is NCCF house there. So you can as well identify yourself with NCCF right from camp. When you go for your 21 days, you can always join their fellowship and all, get to know them, get yourself identified with NCCF, so that wherever you are posted to, you can always stay with NCCF. It's a very nice house. There is everything you can need, like security is intact, food and all of those things. So that could also be, in fact, that's like the best solution, because sometimes these agents people, you can't really trust them when they know that they are new here, a core member, they can take advantage of you financially, even in other aspects. So NCCF is a place to actually be. It would help to curb that challenge of accommodation. All right, another challenge that almost every core member face is the issue of security. Oh Lord, security is one big challenge that all core members face. Now, particularly for where I serve, there is a place we call Ramat Park. In this park, in the afternoon, there was one of our core member like that she was going to the market. That park is like a market. She was going to get stuff and she was with her phone, and some guys stopped her in the afternoon, not even in the night, and they wanted to collect the phone from her. So she struggled at first and they beat her up and collected her phone. And do you know the funniest thing? Nobody actually stood up to fight for her, like they just left her. So you never can tell the kind of state you'll be posted to. For some states, their security is very, very low. The security structure is terrible. So in cases like that, you want to be very careful. So number one, just don't, if you are going out, ensure that you don't get back late. Don't travel at night. Don't go out so late into the night. Get back to your house very early as possible. Keep your properties. Even when you are going out in the day, your phones, be very mindful of them. Your properties, your ATM cards, be very mindful of them. When you go to the ATM to take money, be very careful of wherever you go to get money from. If the place is so quiet, overly quiet, you might have to just look for another place where a lot of people are taking money from, and all of those things. So it would really help a lot, because the truth is, as much as, and another thing is, NYSC is actually very particular about the security life of every core member. It's one of their core concerns, you understand? So if you discover that the place you are being posted to has low level of security, you might want to, file a case through your LGI probably, about the insecurity issues you are facing in that environment. And trust me, if it is really valid and they've looked into it, they can always change where you are. They can change your PPA, they can put you to a better place so that your life will not be endangered. So you can always go through your LGI if you need anything at all, if you have concerns and all of those things, or if you've been noticing that maybe theft and robbery is the order of the day where you are and you're scared, you can always file this case through your LGI, and they'll definitely look it up. So that won't be an issue. But on your part personally, don't, because you're in a new place, away from home and family, you want to enjoy, explore the old, places in the state, then begin to put your own life at risk. Don't do night walks. Don't do it. It's bad. Don't even try to do it. If where I serve in the day, they do these things, how much more in the night and every other places. So let's ensure that we keep ourselves, as much as we depend on NYSC to also help us with security issues. All right, so the first challenge I would like to talk about is finance. Oh my God, the truth is there's 3,000 is never enough. That's the sincere truth. If you take away your accommodation fee, if you take away your feeding fee, if you take away your transportation fee, you barely have nothing left. And maybe you take away your tithe or something, you barely have nothing left out of that 3,000. And for some core members who are in quotes the breadwinner of their family, they have to send money home. I know people like that they have to send money to their family every month and they get their allowance. So for your finance, I would say number one, don't live above your expense. Don't try it. So you know how much NYSC would pay you, and they're looking for one exotic accommodation, knowing fully well that there is no other means of of income. So just try to look for something that will not be so expensive. For example, you can get yourself a room. Yes, where you came from, you might be living in a bedroom flat, but you might have to get yourself a self-con, you understand, or a room just for 1 year. Don't live above your expense, you understand. But particularly, most importantly, you might want to also source for another means of income, you understand. There is one that they call affiliate marketing, and affiliate marketing is you know selling things online for people and getting commission for it. So for example, someone has a dog to sell for 50,000, you call it 55,000, and the 5,000 on it is yours. So you can go into that. Then in the process of talking to the people in charge in your PPA, your permanent place of assignment, for example, you are posted to a school, and you, of course, there will be a word with the principal of that school as a core member. You have to go into his office or her office and discuss terms and conditions with her or him. So in the process of that, um, you might want to talk to them that you don't want to work for Monday to Friday. You might want to take a day off of the week that will be personal for you. You understand? So you might tell them you just want to work Monday. Well, it's not really easy for a private school as such. You might have to be in school Monday to Friday, and your free days might just be Saturday and Sunday. But if you are posted to a public school, it's easier actually for you to have this conversation with them that you need Thursday and Friday to be free for you, and then you work Monday to Wednesday. I know core members who did that, and so their Thursday and Friday is free as per they work with period, subject, and all of that. So you can now take that free day to learn to focus on a particular business that maybe you've been doing before you got into service or something, or you could do that to learn some skills within few months, and then you begin to make money from it. But ensure that PPA does not take a whole lot of you, so you can have time for yourself to be productive even financially. But just in a nutshell, for the finance challenge, just ensure that your PPA is not the only place you get money from, and the NYSC Alawi is not the only place you get money from. Ensure that you have another source of income. The one I talked about is a very good example that everybody can, run into, and it won't take so much from you to start up or do that. Do you understand? So but basically, just don't live above your expense. You know how much you receive in a month. Try not to overspend. Try not to make your needs to be above the things that comes in for you every month. And sure, you'll be alright. It's just for 1 year, but also please, if you can, try that within the space of 1 year you are saving. Let it not be that after 1 year of service, you can actually not account for a certain amount of money that you were able to save from your 32,000 across the whole 12 months, or is it 11 months now. So try as much as possible to also save. And I know some states actually pay their core members. For example, your state minus 3K, or your state pays 15,000. Now, if you have your PPA paying you as well, that's something actually. So just don't eat with your 10 fingers. But for finance, it really might not be so easy. Trust me, you may not be in your comfort zone, but try as much as possible to manage and don't live above your expense. So there are actually many more challenges, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to stop at this. So if you are an intending core member, or you know someone who is wanting, and please share this to everybody so they can all learn from it and know the way forward from all these challenges. So it's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much for staying with me all through. Thank you so much for your support every time. I love you so much. You guys are been wonderful, and you're such a big family to me. So don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and also like this video. I want you to comment, and I want you to share. Thank you so much. Till we meet again next time, stay happy. Bye.